All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Lawliet versus Moon. This game taking place here on, well, the map with many expansions, especially with Moon and Lawliet on this. I am expecting a long, drawn-out game, a lot of just multiple expansions, as and Moon is known for that play. I think I remember watching. Was it BlizzCon 2012? Or 2011, where Moon was going up against Grubby, and Moon was just putting up bases absolutely everywhere. I think there was like an hour and 20-minute match, and I loved Warcraft 3 at the time, but there were so many people upset that this best of three between Moon and Grubby that was scheduled, I think, to be like maybe 45 minutes to an hour, actually went closer to 2.5 hours, pushing StarCraft off of the esports stage or the tournament stage, which at the time I didn't mind that much because, well, I was enjoying Warcraft 3, StarCraft, the original, StarCraft Brood War, not the high definition version, but still I did watch a lot of those games as well. Anyways, that seems like forever ago, even more so because of COVID-19. I think we've been shelter in place for about 5 weeks. Haven't working from home. Some days not leaving the house. Most days, actually, I can't say most days. A lot of days not leaving the house. I am involved in a lot of what is considered essential activities in order to leave the house. Doctor's appointments. Picking up mail for business, and setting up television and live stream shows. Anyways, that's enough about me. Let's go ahead and jump into this matchup here. Ultra of Elders, Priestess of the Moon out onto the field, and this is a solo Priestess of the Moon at the 2-minute mark coming out, and the Ancient of War and the Hunter's Hall just now getting added in too. Oh, wait, what is this? Moon originally opened up with a Keeper of the Grove and now went Priestess of the Moon as well. All right, Priestess of the Moon, True Shot Aura. You may be wondering, hey, why wouldn't you just go Searing Arrows? There's more damage right there as well. And, well, you can see Priestess of the Moon also doing a similar thing. Why would you do this? The big reason why... a surround onto the Priestess of the Moon already. And this is funny because this one Moon Well is actually going to cause problems. It's going to heal as well, and this Priestess of the Moon is just suffering so much damage. You can take a look. Oh, still a 2-unit surround is going to heal. Yes, it is healing again. Moonwell, finally breaking free. Why did they actually let it go? That was a big question right there. Damage still getting added in. They are exchanging blows, as you're going to see. Well, that Priestess of the Moon going to be forced to back up and get away. Back on the other side, Moon does have multiple Moon Wells. This is Potom with Huntresses, and as I was saying earlier, if you were using Searing Arrows, what ends up happening is that in the early stages of the game, you are using mana from those Moon Wells to replenish mana instead of hit points, when hit points is really what you want to be healing off of your heroes. It is a little bit of an exchange trade, but I guess people feel that it is just better to go for that True Shot Aura, as the Huntresses also get in a little bit more damage early on, and then that overall damage is higher once you have 2 Huntresses already in play and it doesn't cost any mana. Alright, coming back through, Priestess of the Moon now making its way back. Huntresses, this is like a Priestess of the Moon, 2 Huntresses going up against a Priestess of the Moon and a Huntress as well. Units are going to be trying to retreat again, as the units are just shifting back and forth. Huntress turning around the corner here as units are making their way off to the north. All right, what is going to go down in this matchup now? Units still, trying to get into the proper position. Wisp going to go ahead and hide. And this early first Nightfall, I don't expect anyone to really be able to deal that much damage to each other. Priestess of the Moon, Huntress now making their way down. And, this is just for lack of better words, a giant cat race. All right. Huntress is going to go ahead and try and engage, but Moon is going to quickly find his opponent right there. Who's going to get the experience? And it is going to be, yes, Lawliet gets the experience right there, gets the potion of mana. Is it going to end up losing that Huntress down to 39 hit points? And it ends up, well, still alive. Damage coming across onto all of those Huntresses there. The Ogre Warriors and the Forest Troll Berserkers actually turning on Moon, getting in some big damage across multiple units again. This Forest Troll Berserker trying to retreat all the way back. No, that Forest Troll Berserker is actually Lawliet's. No, actually, no, it is Lawliet's, and I just couldn't tell because there is no name on it, but it is definitely red, as we're still looking at more units trying to engage here. All right, this one Forest Troll Berserker, is it going to stay alive? It looks like it is going to be able to stay alive temporarily, as the units are trying to engage here again. More damage coming across again. Priestess of the Moon, this one is also going to Shadow Meld, trying to give damage bonus across multiple units still. All right, a little bit of bounce damage coming across every which way. Everyone trying to hide. This Priestess of the Moon finally going to go ahead and teleport back out, allowing Moon to finish off the remainder of this creep camp, while the Ancient of War just looks and hopes that it doesn't fall. Lawliet should be, well, healed back up and ready to go out again once more. Sees that Moon is shifting off to the north and is now going to head away. All right. Priestess of the Moon here, ready to go. Engaging 5-3-3 once more. Where are all of these units going to go? Well, there's a little bit of bounce damage onto those Null Wardens. There's Forest Troll Berserker and the Null Wardens. All of these going to get well, taken out. There goes another Null Warden as an Owl Scout. Now doing what an Owl Scout does best, being an owl. As we're looking around off to the north here, Priestess of the Moon going to go ahead and finish off the 5-3-3 creep camp. We'll see if it goes for an Owl Scout, as the Priestess of the Moon, well, is just going to get, well, constantly harassed here. He's constantly going to be followed. This Owl Scout is invulnerable, does not take any damage whatsoever, as the Priestess of the Moon still wandering around here. Gloves of Haste added. We're looking at, well, Forest Troll Berserkers, Forest Troll Shadow Priests. Are we still at tier 1? No, teching to tier 2 with multiple Moonwells. And, well, we should be also looking at the Huntress upgrades as well. 1-0 upgrades already. Priestess of the Moon sitting at level 2, gonna pick up, well, some Rune Bracers, not useful in this matchup since there isn't gonna be that much magic damage. Priestess of the Moon now sitting at level 3, level 2 True Shot Aura. Do not leave that there, it can fall. Okay, hold it. Yeah, hold it, or you can turn it around and eat on the table.
Come on.
All right, there we go. Coming back through, Huntresses making their way around here. We're looking at the Priestess of the Moon, Scroll of Protection and Scroll of Healing, trying to just win out on these wars. The Glaives of the Huntresses ends up spreading damage out across multiple units pretty quickly, and that is one of the big deals here. Forest Troll Shadow Priest could actually try to drink some from these Moonwells, and we may actually see a lot more Moonwells just for instantaneous healing, but not going into high upkeep yet. Now, with this said, I don't see anyone trying to establish expansions. Yep, there is a bunch of owl, well, those are owl sentries. No Owl Scout yet out on the field. Surprised that we don't see Lawliet throwing up one of those in just a moment, as we're going to see, well, Searing Arrows actually coming in from Moon. Moon's Searing Arrows, that is going to be extra damage right there across multiple units. Are we going to see Scroll of Protection? Oh, Goblin Alchemist joining in on the fight. Acid Bomb to spread across more damage. Scroll of Protection, as we're looking at all of that damage push their way through, trying to finish off more units. Scroll of Healing, that one Huntress all the way to the back, and go ahead and retreat. A Scroll of Healing used off on the other side here as the Acid Bomb. What's going on? That low hit point Huntress going to get taken down. There it goes, as Lawliet losing one of those Huntresses here. A major cat race, Goblin Alchemist, apparently the only unit that is not riding anything is going to end up getting taken down, as that Forest Troll Berserker, well, will end up falling right here. Why did it end up plane chase? So Priestess of the Moon riding on a giant cat, the Goblin Alchemist riding on a giant ogre, as we're also looking at, well, our tigers, cats.
Actually,
Yes, All right, coming back across Tree of Ages, now getting surrounded here. Ancient of War going to try and, well, root itself here. Are we going to see a Scroll of Town Portal landing? And there is the Acid Bomb. There's the Moonwells trying to heal. Is the Tree of Ages going to get taken down? There's a lot of repairs. It is up to 500 hit points and climbing back up. The Huntresses, many of them were in the red. One of them got taken out. Now all healed back up as well. All right, need to, well, play Sim City right now. Move the Ancient Protector, move these Ancients of War in order. Turn off the alarm. Okay, Ancient Protector needs to get uprooted here in just a moment. It got rooted into position as the Ancient of Wars are now just, well, eating their way through these trees. Even though this Ancient of War should be the one that should be eating, since it's... Yes, that is an Owl Scout. Thank you. Back across here, Alchemist joining in on the fight. Healing spray across multiple units. Forest Troll, Shadow Priest trying to heal back up as well, as the Alchemist can really do a big job healing across multiple units now. All right, we're going to be looking at the Alchemist picking up a Cloak of Shadows potion of invulnerability. Level 2 now on the Alchemist as one Forest Troll left behind, but the Owl Scouts actually scouting that there is an army already making its way in here. All right, are they going to try and slip on through? Going to have a difficult time, but the Ancient of War, well, cannot attack back right now, as we're looking at, well, this Ancient of War trying to train up some more hunts. Units coming in from behind. Priestess of the Moon, Alchemist here, ready to go. Another Alchemist, Staff of Teleportation, going to join in with the rest of the units, turning back around. Low hit point Huntress now needs to back away. Acid Bomb going across multiple units. There's a Scroll of Healing as they are now here, ready to engage. Huntress could get taken down here. Scroll of Town Portal now trying to back up. Low hit point. Well, Huntress is back across here, and they are going to be able to teleport back out. Moonwell healing. And, well, let's take a look. The remaining units still end up staying alive. As the Priestess of the Moon is here trying to get a little bit more experience, Alchemist needs to find ways to get extra mana to heal up more of these units too. We still do not see an Ancient of Wonders from either side. A dual Ancients of War for Moon. Meanwhile, it is Ancient of this Ancient of War was taken down, and this Ancient of War, well, is the one that has been, the other one has been training up units as well. Yes, Arya? Yep. Yep, another Ancient of War. Well, no, Owl Scalp is pretty much invulnerable, cannot take damage, can keep track of everything here. Meanwhile, Alchemist picks up a Crystal Ball. We're 12 minutes and 15 seconds into this battle. There's a reveal down over across here, as the Alchemist here will get to level 3. And finishing off this last Forest Troll High Priest and that last Forest Troll Trapper, we're going to go ahead and get some healing spray across all of these units. And, well, important to constantly heal up to 300 hit points for all of these units. Level 3, going up against a level, well, a level 3, almost level 4, and a level 2. It would almost actually make more sense to get the Priestess of, actually no, level 4 not as important as level 3 on the Alchemist, as level 4 Priestess of the Moon only gives you level 2 Searing Arrow as opposed to level 2 Healing Spray. Alright, Wisp ready to perhaps start setting up expansions both sides. It feels like a boxing match coming across here. Hey Narg, how are you doing? Keep up the good work, being a fan. Yep, left behind a Tome of Intelligence. Alchemist is at 3.5. Priestess of the Moon should be, well, where is the Priestess of the Moon? Difficult to spot right now. Oh, Priestess of the Moon actually off to the north here, looking to see if there's an expansion. There's a lone Wisp, and is it going to get taken down? Yes, there it goes. And that Owl Scout keeping track, knowing when an expansion is actually up. And that's funny, like Fog of War is off, so I can actually see Tome of Intelligence now being left on the map. I guess Fog or the computer sees this as an actual unit that gives sight. Crotocast, Burrow Rush, hey, how are you doing? Owl Scout now making its way back down. Alchemist continuing to use Healing Spray. And, well, finished. Oh, that one Forest Troll High Priest in the back actually got focused down by all of the range units there. Alchemist just shy of level 4 now, as we may be looking at an engagement here. Meanwhile, Huntress is in the back. Staff of Teleportation allowing the Priestess of the Moon to get in the front and now try and engage here once more. Double Scrolls of Healing. One of those should be given to the Alchemist as well. And this represents a lot of hit points on all of these units. 2-1 upgrades. We are at Tree of Ages. We have not gotten the additional Hunter's Hall upgrade here, as we are looking at 2-2 upgrades for Moon. Priestess of the Moon now gets up to level 4. Moon with a slight experience advantage going in, but I believe that can be overcome here in just a moment, especially as level 2 Acid Bomb, level 2 Healing Spray, much more important than level 2 Searing Arrow that is currently on that Priestess of the Moon. Off to the north here, Tree of Life. I'm gonna go ahead and construct. Still, there is oh, that's why I can see it. There's a wisp right here that gives sight, but it just looks like that book is giving vision there.
I just managed to caught it.
Thank you, Arya. All right, back across here, Priestess of the Moon, Alchemist. Right there, and we're gonna look at the Alchemist. Yeah, I see a little red dot on the mini map. I'm just like, but I don't see any units. Of course, it's Night Elf Wisp. All right, Alchemist going to get up to level 4 here. Priestess of the Moon going to stay at level 3 as it's sharing experience. Manual of Health given to that Priestess of the Moon as well. What item is that? Pure Up of Vitality, a very big item indeed. And well, perhaps the Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3 should be given to the Alchemist, and then the Alchemist should give the Pure Up of Vitality to the Priestess of the Moon. That would be overall much better, as the Alchemist would get bonus damage and get a little bit more passive regeneration. Acid Bomb turning back around. Seems like a little bit of waste of mana right there. But then again, if the Alchemist was at full mana, then, well, definitely not a waste. Yep, sheep still on the minimap right there. There's that sheep there. Priestess of the Moon, Alchemist. We're seeing Moon eventually transitioning archers into this group of units as well. Archers dealing 22 to 28 damage, and that's just going to continue to go up as the upgrades get higher and that Priestess of the Moon gets to level 5. Now, a big question for this game is, if we see level 6, will players actually go for tier 3? And will players go for tier 3 and then even just get level 1 Keeper of the Grove for Entangle to shut down any sort of Starfall? All right, Wisp off over here was taken down. Coming back across here, Moonwell's all full, 55 over 80 supply, going up against 65 over 70. Moon now also establishing his expansion off over here in the 1 o'clock position.
1 o'clock?
Yeah.
It's not even 1 o'clock, Daddy.
Okay, so what that means is if this was the face of a clock, right, 12 o'clock would be here, 1 o'clock is here, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So imagine there, okay?
Okay, so you're saying that somebody's back there?
Yeah, someone's back here in the 1 o'clock position. Okay. Alchemist, Priestess of the Moon, all here getting into the middle of the fight. This is a long, drawn-out battle. Not a lot of action, as the Huntresses are just still getting added in. All right, 67 over 80 supply. Moon having still a slight advantage, but that is going to be offset here as all of those Wisps want to jump inside that Integral Gold Mine. Here we go. We could be getting an engagement. Nope. All of these units are just pulling back once again. Level 4, level 3. And against a level 4, level 3, but the Alchemist being the level 4 for Lawliet. Owl Scout making its way off to the north. Huntresses are actually separated in a different direction. And Moon pretty much knows, I don't need to engage against you. You don't have an expansion, and I do. So every minute that this game goes on, I am getting more units and stronger units than you are. Now we are looking at more Huntresses joining in with this side of the army here. Are they going to be able to get inside? That is the big question. Now Owl's Country trying to come back away as they are trying to position themselves back down. Oh, that was a purposeful push right there. It was trying to engage in such a way. Well, Huntress is now going to be forced to back up again. But this is going to allow the Priestess of the Moon and the Alchemist to actually try and finish off this Tree of Life. The army is actually split. Yeah, as the Scroll of Town Portal gonna force this units to back off, but still the natural advantage the advantage of mining all of that gold, it doesn't matter if you keep on having to use all of that gold for Scrolls of Town Portal in order to get around. Huntress, very low on hit points, no Staff of Preservation, Staff of Teleportation in order to get away, and that's going to teleport back with the remaining units here to give a major damage bonus across all of these units again. Low hit point Huntress, that 130 hit point Huntress may end up getting taken down. Damage could be coming across here. Let's take a look. Huntress going to try to get some damage. In comes the remaining units of Moon, and well, this fight could go sideways very quickly. There goes Moonwells, pretty much trying to fight and kill off any units inside a Night Elf base. Oh wow, that Forest Troll Berserker dying next to all of these Moonwells, pretty much saying, you know, if you want to live, drink from this. Like, no, I'm fighting, I'm throwing axes, and ends up falling away. Alchemist gonna go ahead and retreat back as well. Yep. Priestess of the Moon making its way off to the north. Priestess of the Moon getting up to level 4. We'll see if it does go for Searing Arrows, as the units are ready to go once again. We are looking at 79 over 80 supply going up against 70 over 80. Moon actually falling behind here. So even though Moon has the larger economy by a little bit, he is not able. Yep. Shadow Meld. I saw him. Shadow Meld. Unit just catching sight there. All right, let's take a look in engagement. Alchemist going to make its way over. Huntresses are off over here. Are we going to see some sort of engagement? Priestess of the Moon once again in the front. One Huntress actually getting caught on the wrong side, quickly losing half of its hit points. Alchemist with an acid bomb. There it goes, right down the middle. Multiple units losing a bit of precious armor, as the Huntresses are now chasing here. All right, who has the better concave? That is the question now. Healing spray coming back on both sides. Priestess of the Moon is right there. There's the Scroll of Protection right in the center, as we're going to look at another Huntress now look to try and pull back again. All right, Priestess of the Moon purposely staying front and center. Scrolls of Healing on both of these sides. Archers are in the back, and this is the perfect spot for Moon to fight, but this is also the perfect spot for Lawliet to fight, since he needs a wider point. The Archers are in the back, dealing a large amount of damage. Alchemist is off over here, but he is not in the center either. He wants to get lined up into the center in order to use that healing, or a Scroll of Healing effectively. Are we going to see the Scroll of Healing used? One of them was used already. This Alchemist now trying to make its way into the center here. Is it going to use the Scroll of Healing? No, Healing Spray down to the south side, as the units are still looking to engage again. All right, Moon trying to push back here. Huntresses are still exchanging blows. Are we going to get another Scroll of Healing? We've already used that Scroll of Healing, as the low hit point Huntresses are still falling every which way. Scroll of Town Portal. Moon finally realizing, you know what, this is not a good fight for me to be in. Let's take a look. Oh, there goes another Huntress as well. Dying Huntresses, 58 supply over 80, going up against 67 over 80. Staff of Teleportation to really back out. Priestess of the Moon gonna pick up some items. Meanwhile, the Red Army gonna head off to the north here and clear out this camp pretty fast. There goes one Wisp. That bounce damage making it difficult for Wisp to do any repair, as they end up taking significant damage too. Priestess of the Moon is gonna make its way back over. It is gonna try. Priestess of the Moon is here. It has a Scroll of Town Portal in order to get away, and Moon realizes he cannot engage at all. Tree of Ages has Nature's Blessings now making its way out across the map as well. We are looking at an army 58 supply going up against 62, pretty much even at this point. And what is going on with this Tree of Ages? Can it not make its way out? There shouldn't be enough room in that little bit of a gap way, as the Alchemist is now trying to wander around as well. All right, there's that Tree of Ages. It is going to go ahead and make its way back across here. Scroll of Town Portal is actually going to take you to a different location. There's the reveal. Tome of Intelligence is still there, as the Tree of Ages now slowly making the trip back over. All right. All right. Yep. No one really wants those books. All right. Alchemist picking up all of those healing items, or dropping the Pure Up the Vitality and the Circuit of Nobility, healing up multiple Huntresses now for that upcoming battle. Priestess of the Moon still sitting at level 4, and we're looking at the Alchemist still sitting at level 3. We're 23 minutes into this game, and still no one has gotten to I don't think there's a level 5 hero yet on the map. That is also strange, as you can get to level 5 just by fighting the creeps. Acid Bomb going straight amongst all of those archers, removing all of that precious armor, as we're going to be looking at an engagement now. Archers, however, have quite a bit of range, can focus down a huntress or two before they get within range, and then there's plenty of huntresses in the front line to protect them, since, well, the archers can just move further back. All right, getting ready to engage here. Ancient of War sitting at 58. Acid Bomb going across onto again, splashing across multiple units. Wisp coming in from the other side, as the huntresses are also coming in to just dive on into this fight. However, one huntress already down, healing spray across multiple units, and this is trying to be a flank play, but they did not do it that quickly enough, making it, well, easy for the archers to pick off those huntresses from the back, as the Ancient of War is joining in on the fight here. Moon with a big advantage now. It looks like it's, what, 46 applied to maybe, what, 54? 56. And the units are still engaging again. There goes another Huntress. More healing spray arriving a little bit late. And Lawliet's units are falling ever so quickly. However, there is not any more mining. There is no mining off to the north here. And this one is just now getting entangled. This is already fully saturated as we're engaging here. Healing spray to try and cover and protect all of those units again. We are looking at 37 over 80 supply going up against what I gotta believe is like, what, 49, 48 supply coming in from Moon. All right, this base about to get taken down. Huntress is trying to get away there. There goes one Huntress. Meanwhile, these Huntresses are going to make their way off over here and get damage onto this entangled gold mine too. 46 supply over 70, as Moon is just taking down units again. All right, a Tree of Ages does have 1,700 hit points. Damage is racked up now. Searing arrows not being used by Lawliet this time around, as the Priestess of the Moon, well, trying to finish off this Tree of Ages. Does it have an easy way out? No, it doesn't. Well, nope. Flying the unfriendly skies. Apparently, this airport is still operational and still operating even amongst this pandemic. Back across over here. Ancient of War training up additional Huntresses. We are looking at 37 over 50 going up against 46 over 70. We are now at full saturation once again, so Moon is going to be okay for now, as the Alchemists are still doing a bunch of heals. Priestess of the Moon picking up, gonna go ahead and try and drop off here. Once again, Moon is gonna be well ready for it. This one Wisp doing a lot of repairs. There it is, jumping inside again, and perhaps just gonna try and attack the entangled gold mine. No, Huntresses are here in position. Throws up an Owl Sentry and then backs away. There's another Owl Sentry. Those are actually differing Owl Sentries. One is... yeah, that is a definite bug. We know that those are different Owl Sentries, not the same one. Tree of Life now getting added, perhaps to try to set up an expansion off over here. All right, finally clearing out this Rock Golem creep camp. Priestess of the Moon is going to back off, trying to give more experience to that Alchemist. Alchemist picks up a Sobi Mask, which is going to be a huge item coming up. Being able to heal all of your units continuously. Mana is a precious resource that you gain over time. As we're looking at, well, Alchemist coming across here. All right, Tree of Ages down to, what, 1,500 hit points, 1,300 hit points. Alchemist is still right here. Searing Arrows coming across. Going to go ahead and pick up some units. There you go. Going to go ahead and retreat once more back up onto the high ground. Alchemist now shifting back off to the north here. Let's take a look. Wisp gonna try and get away down to 8657. One or two more shots should do it. I think that should do it. There's the detonation. Doesn't really account for much, as this one Goblin Zeppelin not sure where to go. Now, on a map like Twisted Meadows, with players like Moon and Lawliet, I am surprised that they haven't been able to really get multiple expansions up. At the same time, they've been just fighting for position with similar armies. And it seems like whenever one side has the advantage, the other side really just comes back and is able to come back even stronger. Right now, Moon has a lot of very full Moon Wells. Meanwhile, you can see Lawliet, these Moon Wells are just starting to fill up. They do not have the maximum capacity upgraded either, which does come as a surprise to me. Increasing the capacity and increasing the regen rate, incredibly important, as we're looking at the Priestess of the Moon and Huntresses still dancing around the map. Goblin Zeppelin almost shot down there. What is going to happen in this corner? There is simply too many red dragon whelps or anything else for that to happen. And if this one Goblin Zeppelin is taken out, that will be the end of everything. Coming back across here, Null Overseer going to get finished off. Priestess of the Moon will finally get to level 5. Let's take a look. Oh, hiring a new Goblin Zeppelin to swap plays. Oh, this could be huge. Trying to position this Goblin Zeppelin here. Meanwhile, we are going to go ahead and get an engagement. Huntress is finishing off a couple of two Moonwells, and now finishing off Altar of Elders. There needs to be an engagement here. Goblin Zeppelin going to go ahead and try and drop inside this space as well, pretty much doing the same exact thing. Double Owl Scouts off down here as the Huntresses are going to make their way over. All right, Moonwells are all going to be lost. Priestess of the Moon has no way to Scroll of Town Portal back to save this base, since there is no, Town Hall to actually teleport to. Goblin Zeppelin is up in the air, finishing off multiple units. Archer is going to go ahead and join in on the fight as well. Let's take a look. There goes that Goblin Zeppelin. Owl Sentry is now up, and we're looking at these Moonwells about to fall. 50 over 80 supply, going up against 49 over 10. Moon has a big advantage now, as no more units can be trained by Lawliet. He is upside down on supply. All right. If this does turn into a base race, Wisp now establishing a Tree of Life over here on the top right-hand side of the map. We are looking at more units just falling in every position. There goes the Altar of Elders, and this base race scenario. Once again, who is going to come out in this race? This is going to be a sprint to the finish, not a marathon at this point, as people are going to be trying to protect their expansions while just finishing off your opponents. All right, down across here, Archers are here all in position. Tree of Life absorbed a good amount of damage. Ring of Protection +4 being left behind here. Healing Spray. Alchemist going after this Ancient of War seems a little bit odd. You should really be going after some of the buildings that can't attack back, and that would have been a better call indeed. Where is that Priestess of the Moon now? Priestess of the Moon down across over here, still trying to cause problems. This one Huntress about to get taken down as well, as the armies have been split up ever so barely. Units are now making their way back out. Huntresses, 2-2 upgrades. We are looking at an entangling of the gold mine here at the 9 or 10 o'clock position. Meanwhile, the red army still has, 47 over 0 supply, going up against 51 over 20. Alchemist here, ready to go. A couple of Wisp are out. Can't train up anything until those Moonwells are all done. One Archer trying to retreat away. That Archer going to have a very bad day, taking bonus damage too. Let's take a look. A couple of shots right there. There it goes. Going to fall down. It goes. Alchemist still sitting at 5. Priestess of the Moon sitting at 5. Priestess of the Moon sitting at 5, and Alchemist sitting at 4, almost 5, but has a Sobi mask to really recover much of that mana. All right. Wisp making their way over. Perhaps they should be trying to build Moonwells. No, can't even do that yet because they don't have enough gold for it. Units still making their rounds out. Let's take a look. This one Wisp. Oh, there's only 2 Wisp left. 1 Wisp left. That is huge. This one Wisp isn't going to actually be able to hide anywhere. If the Wisp actually get taken down, that is a tremendous loss. There it goes. And there's only there's 2 Wisp left out onto the field to try to build Moonwells or do anything else. Meanwhile, an engagement right here. Goblin Zeppelin drops all of those Huntresses. The Huntresses should not have been dropped. They should have been absolutely fine. There was a Scroll of Healing, the Healing Spray, and not actually covering one of those important units. And Moon, perhaps getting a little bit of a lucky break. Lawliet was perhaps distracted here, as this one Wisp is going to try to dive bomb himself into this entangled gold mine to mine a bit more gold. Still one more Wisp on the opposite corner. Priestess of the Moon trying to get away. Alchemist is now making its way back over as well. Acid Bomb going to go down across those units again, as the Priestess of the Moon down to 317 hit points and is still trying to escape. Well, in comes some more Huntresses again to engage, not able to train up any additional Moonwells either. Let's take a look. 76 gold and slowly getting higher here. 39 over 20 supply. This Tree of Life unable to do anything, as the Huntresses are still trying to shake off all of that dizziness. Alchemist down over here tries to find something from the Moonwells. No Moonwells left. and that is the big issue. Meanwhile, well, Moon still having plenty of Moonwells, and I think Moon is actually going to start to pull away here. Alchemist getting here, ready to engage. Acid Bomb going across multiple units. Are the Archers going to be able to finish off a unit or two? There goes a Huntress, down to 18 hit points. There it goes, as the damage is still, well, adding up slowly but surely. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the 300 cheer, even though there's only 9 people watching right now. Thank you very much. Priestess of the Moon still making their rounds out. All right. Huntress is going to get into position. They know that they need to try and fight back against all of this here Archers with, well, Archers able to do a lot of piercing damage, buying time to finish off low hit point Huntresses before they get within range. And the extra base by Moon here at the 10 o'clock position was just enough to give, well, item advantage. Even though they are low on supplies and low on Moonwell and supply cap, the Scroll of Protection and the Scroll of Healing is going to have a major effect. Let's take a look at this. 41 over 50 supply. Moon's one Tree of Life off over here, finally getting scouted out. It's going to try and get taken down. A little bit of support for your great content. Yeah, every little bit of support definitely helps. Unfortunately, ad revenue is down right now, even though views are up. So overall, I'm ending up not as much, even though I am getting more and more views. Thank you, you guys. And how much ads are paying is something that you guys are not in control of. Anyways, back across over here, Wisp trying to do a bit of repairing, unable to do so. Meanwhile, we're looking at the Huntresses trying to finish off this Tree of Ages. Priestess of the Moon does have Tree of Life. As we're looking down across over here, that Tree of Life is going to get taken down. Moonwell, Priestess of the Moon does have a Scroll of Town Portal. Why isn't it teleporting back down here? Healing Spray coming across. Archers now coming in from the back as well, as we're going to look at a bit of an engagement. Scroll of Town Portal straight up on top of all of those units, and Priestess of the Moon says, I need to get out of here. Gonna go ahead and teleport out. This Tree of Life is going to start to try and entangle this gold mine, and there is only one Wisp down across here. Not enough gold. This Wisp needs to make its way off over here and then start mining and do all of that work. All right, major work needed in order to try and get multiple Wisp. Let's take a look. Yeah, that Wisp is going to now make its way back off to the north here. Ancient of War is going to uproot and start to try and fight back. No, not going to try and fight back. Just going to start eating trees in order to recover all of those hit points. Priestess of the Moon now being able to shift back here. Alchemist with Alchemical Rage, the Acid Bomb, and Healing Spray, both very powerful indeed, as this last Hunter's Hall is going to get taken down. Staff of Teleportation. Priestess of the Moon now making its way across over here. That Ancient of War about to get taken out. Ancient of War trying to just go deep inside, making it difficult for any units to really get in there. And as soon as it gets deep in, Scroll of Town Portal, now in order to get away, where is it going to go? Is that Ancient of War going to fall? No, it is not, as we're going to see all of units try to back away again. Alchemist being able to come back. There goes another Huntress taken down once more. Ancient of War going to eat his way into the trees, making it difficult for the Huntresses to actually get within range. And still, is it one Wisp? Yeah, that one Wisp needs to start mining, and then it needs to build a Moonwell, then mine, so another Wisp can get trained. That is a lot of time and a lot of things that need to happen for Lawliet to get back into this game. 37 minutes into this so far, still no level 6 heroes, and we're looking at a Healing Spray trying to finish off. There's an Owl Scout, as the Alchemist is going to catch some of this right there. Well, there is an Acid Bomb once again. Archer is going to try and finish off units. Archers, while getting picked up by that Goblin Zeppelin, as we see another Huntress getting taken out. Lawliet trying to retreat back with all of these units. It looks like Moon still has the major supply advantage, 47 supply compared to 23. And now needing that Moonwell to just try and train up some extra units again. More gold still being mined by Moon. This Tree of Ages offering better items, and Moon is just going to win. I thought it was going to be a sprint for buildings, but it is just turning into a sprint of turtles, a marathon, to see who is going to end up winning out ever so slowly at the end. One Moonwell all the way in the corner of the map. This Ancient of War could actually like make a beeline move off to the north now to try and make sure that only one Huntress is able to attack it at a time. Well, we're still trying to see what is going to be happening here. If it made its way, yeah, maybe the Priestess of the Moon and a Huntress and an Alchemist and a Huntress could engage. Oh, it's a trap. It's a trap right now. Gonna go ahead and try and engage. There you go. Huntress is breaking Shadow Meld. Damage coming across. Trying to get a good surround onto some of those units again. Archers also finally coming out as well. Owl Scout thrown up, or Owl Scout by Moon. Lawliet has the same ability but didn't use it and fell into the trap right there. Units, however, backing out again. Alchemist separated from the remaining units. 46 supply as the archers are going to continue to heal up once more. Priestess of the Moon trying to chase, no entangled, no ways to slow down any of those units either, as the units heading back into every which corner. Coming through, Priestess of the Moon, and now shifting off to the north, gonna go ahead and retreat back home. Moon is sitting at 50 over 60 supply right now. Shouldn't train up any extra units at this point. Spending items or gold on items makes a lot of sense, as the units are now just simply falling back again. Coming back through here, finally building that one Moonwell, having 48 gold, needs to mine 20 or 30 more gold, and then we'll be able to get a Wisp. Talking about working so hard to make a friend, that lonesome Wisp needs to do so much just to get another Wisp. All right, feels like dating in 2020. Anyways, Huntress is now making their way back off to the north here, trying to retreat back again. Alchemist and the Priestess of the Moon continuing to get in some serious damage. Down off to the south, Alchemist, well, what is it doing? Going after that Wisp there. There is that acid bomb damage over time. Is that Wisp just going to end up dying? Yes, it does. Acid bomb finishing off there. Meanwhile, the army of Moon and now making its way off over here. There's a little bit of a split. Huntress is going to go after the Wisp off over here. Ancient of Wars could get taken down. However, this Tree of Life is the last Tree of Life, and all of the work of this Walter Wisp trying to just get 75 gold so that you could start training up another Wisp, and it's just not gonna happen. That Wisp is gonna be lonesome and without a friend. Wally the Wisp gonna get taken out. He worked so hard, but is gonna end up without a match. Ancient of War about to get taken down. 48 over 60 supply. Priestess of the Moon gonna go ahead and engage. Take down this Moonwell as well. There is a new Tree of Life being built off to the north by Moon, because, well, it is in fact Moon doing that. Priestess of the Moon teleports back down. Acid Bomb coming in. And I think this is gonna be the end. Just simply far too much healing spray. That Sobi mask making a big difference as well, as all the units gonna try and engage. Moon simply having too much of an army size advantage and having too much of an economic advantage now. Down to the south, Archers finding that last Moonwell, gonna go ahead and take it out. There is still one Ancient of Wonders and one Ancient of War, as the units are just moving around every which way. All right, Alchemist going straight after that Goblin Zeppelin. Is going to be able to do anything there? Nope. Unable to see up onto the high ground, as that Goblin Zeppelin is going to be retreating. All right, there is the GG. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Moon taking that game. A rather long game that wasn't quite what I was used to. I was expecting a much more intense game, but that was just a slow marathon throughout the map. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.